Hello and welcome to Narrowboat Vloggl. This week we're rounding up the best bits from recent Narrowboat vlogs. Slow Boat Through Britain travels along the Huddersfield Broad Canal and has an unusual bridge to negotiate.
After a short stay by Apsley Basin in Huddersfield, I am now on the Huddersfield Broad Canal. Originally known as the Cooper Canal, as it branched off the Calder and Hebble navigation at Cooper Bridge, then later known as the Sir John Ramsden's Canal, after the Lord of the Manor and main landowner, it was completed in 1776, taking only 2 years to build. It is just over 3 3/4 miles long and has 9 broad locks. The first task today is to operate a rather unusual bridge. The CRT key allows you to operate the bridge, initially releasing the gates at either end, which you first have to close manually to stop the traffic. Known as the Locomotive Bridge, it has never carried a railway. It is believed that the name derives from the mechanism's resemblance to an early steam locomotive. In 1845 it replaced an earlier swing bridge. In fact, the area around here is still known as Turnbridge. With the bridge raised, I get back to Moorland Rose by crossing the footbridge, take her through and tie up quickly so as not to hold up the traffic for too long. I lower the bridge and open the gates to let the traffic through.
A very narrow journey tackled the Foxton Flight of Locks.
We're doing a bit of cleaning. At the bottom of the Foxton flight. Quiet today, but it's been raining. And it's 2 boats coming down and 1 going up. So, and there's 3 of us waiting to go up. Enjoyed it. I'm the 5th one now. Love it. I love this lot. Flight. It's great.
Joanna and Vic open Holly The Café Boat and hope to make their first sail.
Good morning. Today we're going to go and open up the cafe boat just for drinks and see if there's anyone walking around. But we're going to get the coffee machine on first, see if that pumps out some heat. We'll just do tea and coffee today. Oh, frosty. But there's been about 5 people walk past since in the 5 minutes that we've been out here.
Today's the day.
So today we might make our first sale. That's what we're hoping. We just want one person to buy something.
Yeah,
I bet it's going to be a hot chocolate. Who wouldn't want that in this weather? Y'all ready for this? They smell incredible. Can everyone smell them?
Well, what do you think?
That was like the biggest first word, like 4 hot chocolates, a latte and a tea. Could you test us more? I'm well pleased that we've had like that many people.
I know. People have actually stopped.
I know.
And we've not really got...
And they just came up and were like, yeah, please could I have a...
Yeah.
Like it ain't no thing.
Yeah, no biggie.
Yeah.
So 10 drinks in, do you feel like you're getting the hang of the machine and stuff like that?
Yeah, big time. I think it works really well. The only thing is like just a bit more space around there would be good to set things down, because like 6 drink orders, we never would have dreamt it.
I don't want to speak too soon whether we're on a roll or not, but the last few people who've walked past, they all made orders. I think maybe we'll call it a trading day. Pretty good for the first one, I think. Well, really good, actually. How happy do you think it'd be if every day...
Oh, I'd be ecstatic if every day is like this.
Vincent from Narrowboat Cruising Lifestyle spends the day with Narrowboat Sign writer Adam Makowiecki.
Morning YouTubers, and welcome to my little channel. I've got something really special for you today. Narrowboat sign writer Adam Makowiecki has been kind enough to let me spend a day with him. Adam's already down there setting out his lettering. As you'll see, there's a lot of prepping goes on before you even think of getting a paintbrush out. Adam's already scaled out the lettering and sketched them on paper. He's got chalk in like a little cloth bag that he's dabbing round the lines. There's a load of pinpricks in there, Adam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got this tool I'll show you afterwards. You can just use a pin, but it's quicker with this. They're like pins on a wheel, and you weird it along like that. It's called pouncings, the pounce wheel or the pounce method. But there's other techniques as well. You can like scribble chalk all over the back of the paper and then put it on and just draw around the letter. Like tracing? Yeah. You see the lines where you set out where you're putting the letters? Is that chalk as well? These ones? Yes, it. This is China grass. It's a type of crayon, but it's in theory the paint, you can paint over it and it's not going to upset the paint.
While he's doing this, he's also got to contend with the boat moving and all the other distractions on the towpath. He's not only good at his job, you couldn't wish to meet a nicer gentleman.
Lizzie from Benjamin Vintage Finds starts spring cleaning and considers painting the inside of her boat.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Lizzie and I live on a narrowboat called Benjamin. I also own an online vintage business called Benjamin Vintage Finds. I thought I would finally do a spring clean as it seems to be a bit brighter out at the moment. It's almost 20 degrees here in France, well, where I am. I had originally planned to try and paint the lower part of the wood in a whitewash. As you can see, I have tried my best to take it off. I actually really didn't like how it looked. I used this, so it's a tint, but no, it just made the wood look really horrible, and I just was not pleased with how it was looking. So I've seen people just paint these bits in white and all along here, just these little I can't think of what they're called, lines on the boat, and just paint them white instead of painting that. I know it's still not great, but it's better than it was. It'll probably do it some good to have a bit of varnish on it. Who knows, I might do another layer, but compared to what it was, it's much better. And I think, like all wood, over time it'll get darker again. I just can't decide if it's a good idea or not to paint these. I guess I could give it a go, and if it doesn't work, I mean, I could just take it off. But maybe not put 2 layers on like last time. I don't know.
In Lorna Jane Adventures, Lorna talks about the different ways of purchasing a boat and answers the question, is it possible to buy a boat with a mortgage?
In today's video, I am going to answer one of the questions that I am most frequently asked about boat life, specifically about purchasing a boat. And that question is, can you get a mortgage to buy a boat? Simple answer is yes, but I'll go into a bit more detail. And of course, not everybody is going to be fortunate enough to be able to buy a boat with cash, so they would need to borrow some money from somewhere. And in that situation, it could be possible to purchase a boat using a mortgage. In British law, a boat is not considered a property in the same way that a house would be. So you couldn't just go to your high street bank or mortgage lender and ask them for a mortgage for a boat. Instead, you would have to go to a specialist company and get what is known as a marine mortgage. And there are only a very small number of companies that offer marine mortgages, and the arrangements for this are quite different to arrangements when organising a residential mortgage for a property. Marine mortgages were coming out with an interest rate of about 5% more than what most house mortgages were coming out at. There are other options that you could look at that might be better than going down the route of a marine mortgage. A more affordable way to finance things could be through an unsecured personal loan. That's why it is really important to explore different options and find the route that is best for you.
The Coot Coven moved their boat for the first time since their new engine.
In today's episode, we're gonna finally leave Hackney Marshes, and as I promised, I'm going to bring you a cruising style video.
First run of the new engine and we got broken down in the middle of the water. The guys are trying to fix it. Water from that boat just came over to help us with our little dinghy.
So what ended up happening is the piece of rope got stuck in the propellers. Fortunately, the two lovely men managed to get it out and we were on our way again. Now that we moved, I realized how much I missed that we moved. How beautiful the canals can be and how many beautiful boats are on the canals. I'm so happy.
With the arrival of the stove, Lumpy can now push towards finishing the hearth.
Well, look what's arrived. Ho, ho, ho. Exciting times, exciting times. This is the final piece in the jigsaw. Oh! Wow. Look at that. So now to work out how to put the feet on the stove. Once I've done this, I can put it into position on my hearth. It was only 230 quid, as opposed to a Morso squirrel at about 600 quid. But nice that. And so the other thing I'm having an issue with at the moment is how do I direct this fireboard? Because I was told sort of a good really sticky no more nails type grabber, but it doesn't, nothing sticks to that. It just falls straight off. Nothing sticks to that. So, but I was told you can tile straight onto it. What am I doing wrong?
Robbie Cummins takes a trip on the Trent and Mersey.
Hello, you've joined me on the Trent and Mersey. Now on this canal, I've done it a few times, but this section I've no idea about. And I haven't looked on the maps, I haven't done any internet searching, so you and me, we're just going to go along this canal and see what happens. This is the shortest canal in the world that we're going past right now. I made a video about it, so yeah, at the end of the video I'll put up a link for that. Historically, Middlewich is quite an important place for canals and narrowboats because you've got not only the Trent and Mersey Canal that we're on now, but also the Middlewich branch of the Shropshire Union that connects via the Wardle Canal. And as you can see, so many boats here, so much history. The salt manufacturing industry was something that really fueled this place ever since the Roman times, really.
Chris and Shell fight off the blues and put some positivity into action by doing some litter picking.
So earlier this week I treated myself on payday to a litter picker. So
we know how to live. I got some bin bags. Shell got a litter picker.
Hi ho, it's off to pick litter we go. At first glance it doesn't look too bad, but when you actually start looking, we've nearly, well, I say we haven't filled 2 bags, but it's quite a lot of rubbish for one little stretch. To pick was very successful. We picked, well, we filled 2 bin bags and the big bin bags full. Mainly drinks cans, bottles, some decorating stuff, tin of paint, roller thingies.
Yeah, a couple of bits of boat, which is quite heavy, that in my bag.
A bottle of blue for chemical toilet.
Elson, yeah, very distinct bottle.
And lots of bags of poo.
But yeah, it felt really good, didn't it?
Yeah, it felt lovely.
Felt good to do something so positive.
Join us next week for another Narrowboat Vloggl.